How's it going? It's Drew Blazik here. I wanted to give a quick review or an example of one of the components to the SIM method and show how it can work, how it could benefit students learning processes or just math, just trying to learn how to do things in there. The traditional way when we do finance, when you have the certain systems that we go through, the textbooks, a lot of times you do the whole process and you don't know if you did it correct until the end, until you submit everything, or you do a whole long financial modeling and you won't know until you combine your numbers with the answer. Well, the problem is if there's a decimal problem, you don't know if that's correct or not. And the other problem is if you don't find out till the end of the process, you will be in a disadvantage because you don't know what you did incorrect until you have to go back and trace everything back. So it's my firm belief that if you know instantly if you did it correct, and I'll show an example of not doing it correct, that it will help memorization of the process much, you'll remember the process much greater. So we'll review in this video the immediate response cells and how they light up green. So I'm going to show you Excel sheet here. And I'm going to show you how it works. And I have a special feature in my Excel sheets that really help to practice, that if you want to learn it, you want to do it over and over and over. So what we're going to do here, we'll just do the process and I'm going to do the calculation. I'm going to go through it pretty quick. It's not my goal here to teach how to do the revenue schedule. I want to show you of how this can help you learn to do the process much quicker. So as you can see, I've done this a bunch of times and I know where everything's found. But the important thing is if you have to go through this and you want to see instantly that you did it correct, this is the best method of learning finance. As you see, it all builds up. I've had students come up to me and say it's very satisfying when they see it correct, and it lets them work on it longer and they know they can get the answer quicker. And typically what I'll do in these, I have a PDF file that will show step by step how to do it. And this is how I have it set up here. This is the actual year, and these are the forecasted year coming, starting with next year. And since it's in millions, I got to make sure I do everything on that end. Then you have your plant capacity with scenarios, and after you do this a few times, you really get the hang of it. You know exactly where they're found. Another benefit is really trying to time yourself, trying to say, okay, how quick can I do this? And it's kind of a challenging thing. You can challenge yourself. I've done very complicated ones, like the debt schedule is much harder than the revenue schedule. And that is fun to try to beat your record. Again, I've done this a bunch of times, so I'm pretty solid at all these schedules right now. The goal is not to teach you how to do it, but just to show you Right, almost done. Now there are a bunch of more like from the revenue schedule. This will go in the working capital schedule. This will go into the income statement, and we'll utilize it also in the cost schedule. And what's nice about the SIM method, this is another component to it that you really memorize each schedule and where they go. It really drills it in. So after you complete it, I've done it in a certain time. I'm sure I could beat my record. And what's cool about my the method here is I always include a reset the worksheet. So if you select that up top, that will automatically, of all the work that you just worked on, instead of going through it, especially if it's a long financial 3-statement model, it will delete everything that you did. It will not touch the assumptions. Sometimes it takes long, sometimes it's pretty quick. Some reason it's taking a little longer. It's probably because I'm recording at the same time. And it just goes through everything you did and it deletes it, and then you can work on it again. You could do the revenue schedule, really know it inside and out. You could do this 10 times in a row and really get a good feel of how to do it. And what I've learned of all these schedules, especially the more complicated ones, once you work with my worksheets, especially the green cells, you will learn how to do it, and the process is in your head, and you can actually explain the process without even looking at the Excel sheet because you're memorizing it instantly. Thank you for watching the video, and in a week or so I'll have another key component of the SIM method, and I'll show you how it works.